twisted at 45 degrees, she'd just go over this way. And every nut and bolt in that ship was just a rattling. And then she'd go back this way and go the other way.
What are we going to do? He says, well, that's beyond our power. He says, do what you want. But he said, we'll call you when we need you. So we'll probably have to join the army. He says, go ahead. I think it's a couple hours later, we already had a uniform on.
I mean, while we were in Normandy, it was noisy there, and you could hear shrapnel falling around and whatnot. It was pretty noisy.
We've been 8 weeks guarding the south coast with no ammo. Our major wouldn't issue it.
I remember our armament officers shouting, "Get back, there's bombs on this." And of course they just flew, you know.
The ship would be rocking. I could swear that I was almost ready to touch the water when it went one way and back the other way, just to get up into that bucket up there, 77 feet off the water.
We became more conscious and concerned also about the war, and especially as we came to the age and said, oh, geez, if the war stays on, we'll get into the service. And it was not that we were afraid of that.
It was a tragic time really for us all, because the war was started and we didn't know what to expect.
Every day was a bad memory period.
We know, I kind of figured it in my mind that maybe the worst was over. It certainly was bad. There was 44,000 died in the Second World War. And, you know, knowing so many guys that didn't come back, it was tough. It was, you know, it was always on your mind, and we never knew actually when it would end, you know.
I spent about 2 weeks in the hospital, and I was given the verdict, anyway, while I was there, that they were going to amputate both legs.
He's seen them lined up in rows. And as I said, in beaches of Normandy were not a pleasant place to see. But what do you think of it? Well, you just think of it. You try to shut it out of your mind. You got to get on with what you're doing.
I don't know if you really comprehend everything that's going on. I don't know whether you kind of wipe it out of your mind, or you try not to think about it and you carry on.
Well, they just love the Canadians. And they thanked us tremendously because we would go out of our way to give them extra food if we could.
Canada wasn't ready for this war, but when Canadians and them got behind it, Canada came out right on top.
I suppose one does feel a sense of pride, but it was the thing to do, you know? With your country, I mean, you just did it.
I wish to be a pilot of you along with me, but if we all were pilots, where would the aircraft be? The pilot's just a chauffeur. It's his job to fly the plane. We do all the fighting, but we never get the fame. It takes guts to be a gunner and sit out in the tail when the Messerschmitts are screaming and the shells begin to hail. So, if we all are gunners, we'll make this be our bet. We'll be the best damn gunners that left this station yet. And he was really good.